Hey guys, good morning and welcome to another Coffee and Christ. Today I am going to talk about my most recent blog post called Joy in the Now. That blog post was really a challenge for me to write. It's something that hits really home, hard home, I don't know, whatever, however the phrase goes. Anyway, it hits home to me. It's a punch to my gut, and it's just something that if I had to sum up every lesson I've learned in the last 2 years, this is it, and I'm still learning it. So basically the post is about, I know I do this, and I would imagine most of you do as well, that we look at our future as our source of hope. I know when I'm going through situations like right now, I just had surgery on my knee, and I keep thinking, in the next, I've got 6 weeks left on crutches, and I just keep thinking, 6 weeks from now, this is going to be better. 6 weeks from now, life is going to be different. 6 weeks from now, things are going to change, and they probably will. I mean, the reality is, life hopefully will be a lot better. But I also know that I had a surgery in May that did not go the way that it should have. And I had that same timeline in my head, and things were worse. Now, things are going well with my knee. I just had a checkup. So I think this is going to be a very different scenario. It's a different doctor. He's amazing. So I have hope, but I don't want to keep placing my hope in the all these things that are going to come in the future that should make my life better. I need to find my joy in the here and now, even if it's not my ideal situation, my ideal picture of how things should go. And I think when we can get to that point where we can feel like we are living in a complete disaster of a situation, or something that is the opposite of where we thought our lives would be, where we thought we'd end up in a crisis, we don't know how things are going to turn out, and stop thinking that 6, 9, 12 months from now things are just going to magically be better. Two things happen. So one, I think we don't set ourselves up for this future disappointment. Sometimes we get to that benchmark and things are better, and it's great, but when they're not, I know I get just defeated to the point I'm on my knees, why is this happening? I thought this was going to be different. And so I just think we set ourselves up for this future disappointment to potentially happen, especially if we're not in tune with God's plan, or we're not always privy to God's plan. So it just doesn't leave us open to what He has for us. Not that we shouldn't have hope in our futures, because we do have hope in our futures, but that hope needs to come from a trust in Christ, not in a vision of our own idealistic version of perfection. The second thing is, when we can find joy in really tough circumstances, we can find joy in any circumstance, and that makes those good circumstances even better. And I just feel like it alleviates the anxiety, the stress, the depression, the really heavy stuff that comes with the things that we're experiencing now that are painful. Now, all of that's not going to go away. We are going to feel some of that. We're human. We need to feel some of that. It's healthy to feel some of that. But I think the excess version of those things goes away when we are able to find joy in our present situations and stop looking forward to things that may or may not happen. So with that, the verse that I chose to include in this blog post is Proverbs 19:6, which says, "The heart of man plans his ways, but the Lord establishes his steps." So friends, I hope with this you can find your steps established in the Lord and not in your own future vision of what you think things should look like. And I'm including myself in that statement because I have not mastered this at all. But I hope we can find joy in the now. I hope we can find peace in the now. And I hope we can just realize that we're here for a reason. Whatever's happening is happening for a purpose. And we can still find that joy and peace in our current circumstances. So with that, I hope you guys have an amazing Friday, an amazing weekend, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye.